Step to your left a little. Here you go. Hey everyone, welcome to the horror show. Fucking, I already messed it up. It's already time for me to mess things up.
Yes.
Hey everyone, I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Jaime Fuego.
And this is your horror show news.
With booze.
And clearly we've already been going just a little bit because I screwed up the intro, but
drinky.
What are you going to do? Here we go.
Yums.
Yums. Fuego, what are you drinking this fine evening?
I'm actually drinking a habanero sculpin, and I'm feeling the heat right after the initial drink, which is pretty nice. I like it.
All right. I'm drinking my usual double shot of vodka plus a can of pineapple juice plus a splash of cranberry. That's what I'm doing. People always ask, so we might as well just start saying at the beginning. So, Fuego, what is the very first story we're going to be talking about this lovely, lovely Sunday?
Well, so the very first story is a film that you and I have been anticipating for a while because of the fact that we both liked the first Cloverfield film, but when we reviewed the 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was that like unexpected, like, psych, we're getting a Cloverfield film, what's up? They rebranded it and they filmed some additional stuff at the end. God Particle has had a very odd, trajectory, so to speak, and journey so far. It's been delayed a lot, and that's one thing, especially since it's an interspace movie. It sounds honestly very similar to Life, where it's like these astronauts discover something terrible in space, and then they have to figure out how to stop it from getting down to Earth. So
that's cool, though.
So I'm honestly wondering if this is like a prequel of sorts to the original Cloverfield.
Well, that would be interesting. Yeah. Oh, Channel Sundance here. What up, Amanda?
Hi, Amanda.
It's apparently our one viewer right now. Hey, we're
far.
let's just talk like no one else is watching. What do you guys say?
And she was late.
Wait, what? Anyway,
hey, that's not appropriate. Amanda's amazing, and she's great. Wow, and that doesn't.
Moving right along.
Hey, since there's one person watching right now,
Producer Dave is here. Godzilla's in space. All right, so it's just Producer Dave and Amanda. We're safe. All right, but everyone watching later will have fun with that.
And I was about to say, wow. Anyway.
But anyway, moving right along, the Cloverfield movie I'm actually excited about. I wonder what they'll see in space because we don't know. We do know that the creature from the first Cloverfield did come from space because they show it in the footage at the very end of the movie, crashing into the water behind them.
And yet we presume this is not going to be R-rated, though, so we know there's going to be like kind of a...
Well, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point I'm driving at is there's going to be some kind of cool alien something out there that is raining creatures down from space.
Which both of us love.
Yeah.
I mean, we both love creatures, whether they're from space or mutated here on Earth or whatever the hell it may be. Okay. There's no possibility.
Wow.
Anyway.
She said, wow.
That was not predetermined. But, April 18th is when we are going to see what this film is all about. And, there's, once again, lots of speculation about whether it's actually going to be good or whether they're kind of hiding it based on the fact that they pushed it back so many times. I don't necessarily think that's the case.
Sorry.
We're on a different tangent.
Oh, man.
All of a sudden, just after one joke. God damn.
Oh, God.
I'm going to take another drink to that. So,
no, you know what? It doesn't... We're still talking about Cloverfield, right?
We are. Yeah. I thought we
were. No, I'm excited about anything Cloverfield because they are the creature universe that's going on right now.
Which
the first one,
exactly.
He ushered in, and I am excited about getting more from that universe. And it's also kind of interesting to me to have a series of films that are creature-centric, but that aren't necessarily sequelized. No. They're just same universe-ized.
Yeah.
Which, that's really cool to me. Yeah.
And honestly, both of those films focus more so on the human condition and the interactions and stuff amongst all of them, which I thought was really cool, especially the second one. And there was a lot of people who were maybe a little critical because of the fact that 10 Cloverfield Lane was not originally going to be a Cloverfield film, and then it was acquired and rebranded and everything, but I still felt like it fit, and the performance from the girl who was in, remind me of her name. She was in the
from the second movie?
The Scott Pilgrim
Mary
film.
Elizabeth Winstead.
Yes. Damn good actress.
Yeah.
Very beautiful, very talented.
She was also in the Thing reboot.
Awesome. Yeah,
prequel.
Yeah, prequel, whatever.
I like
my feelings about that.
I like it.
It's one. Shut up, he likes it.
Yeah, shut up, I like it. That would be another episode of that. I got to put that on my list.
Yeah, there you go.
See?
But yeah, man, I'm actually very excited about another Cloverfield film because of the fact that I just love shared universe stuff. I love when people take the time to take interconnecting aspects into context. There's much lazy filmmaking and, comic making or whatever it is. I mean, it does really take more effort to take into account, okay, I have to tie this in with this and this in with this. And, it's something Stephen King is very big about. You guys know me from Hail to Stephen King and all that stuff. And the fact that he takes so much time. He has a specific assistant who, keeps track of all of his intertwining aspects. So, yeah. I'm stoked for this, but next story, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, next story as it's more JJ.
Abrams.
Yeah. It's Master JJ Abrams. So JJ is apparently shopping around on the stream networks predominantly, but there is still a possibility of Starz, HBO, Showtime, something like that. He wants to do a monster-centric series. And, there's really no details, unfortunately, but the fact that if somebody like JJ, with everything he's juggling between the new Star Wars film and, all the EP stuff that he does, and I know EP work is really just, hey, I'm going to put my name on it and attain some money from being an executive producer, but nonetheless, I'm very intrigued at him being on the helm because they were saying showrunner status, and, but once again, no real major details beyond this. I would love to see it on a network or a streaming service where he could go balls out, personally.
Yeah.
For me.
Well, I agree. And again, JJ behind, what was the Spielbergian creature movie that he made?
I just talked about it with Dave, producer Dave, Super 8. Yeah. I love that movie, dude.
I do too.
I thought that movie was great.
See, I think JJ knows his way around creature stuff. It took me back
to my kids and days of wanting to make films and never doing it. You guys did it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I really do enjoy his stuff all over the place, but I really liked that creature version. He was the smoke monster guy too, so
was he?
Yeah, and Lost.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Yeah. So
he was.
So he's
I actually never watched Lost, so that's why
he's been about creatures for a while now. Yeah. So I'm all about it, and to know that he's trying to shop for the right network that's going to actually give it the proper
Give him the freedom that he wants is what most of the trade reports were saying and stuff. THR and Deadline specifically. So yeah, that was like a dueling little story. But we're gonna jump into the next one, which intrigues me very, very much so. And this is gonna be a shout out to Channel Sundown, most notably Amanda and Matt, because of the fact that we have Queens of the Dead.
Queens, y'all!
Yes, and I didn't think it was really going to be that sort of approach until I read a little bit more about the story.
Oh, is it really?
It is totally that approach.
That's funny.
So George Romero's daughter is working on a film called Queens of the Dead. Yeah. And it is... I'm like, yeah. Queens of the Dead, and she is... I'm not sure if she's in the LGBTQ community or not, or if she's just, friends with a lot of gay dudes like I am, but... she wants to do that approach, and so basically show what the reaction with a bunch of drag dudes would be to the zombie apocalypse.
That's pretty funny.
I think this is fun. This could be really, really rad.
That is a perspective we haven't seen yet.
I know. Yes. Yas, bitch.
Yas, bitch.
Work. I'm actually very curious about this. Yeah. Girl, work it. Oh, work that thing. But... I know. I went into Krispy Kreme. That's terrible. No, I'm actually very excited about this film. I'm not sure of her directing savvy, which is the one thing that I'm skeptical about, but the approach and the subject is one that I think needs some attention and could be a lot of fun. What about you?
I think so too. I mean, if that's really what it's about, I think it's I mean, then that's fun. That's going to be a hilarious take. I'm assuming it's going to be horror comedy.
Which none of the Ramirez have ever been.
No.
I mean...
Did they confirm that or no? Is that just my assumption?
I would presume that... But no...
well, see, I don't know. Maybe that's a faulty assumption on our part.
Yes.
Maybe it could be a completely serious zombie movie featuring drag queens.
I'm kind of doubting it, but... I mean,
drag queens.
Drag queens are so fun, man. I mean, I don't know. How could you not have fun and laugh and just enjoy yourself with that sort of approach? But then again, even like the Dawn of the Dead remake, even this new Day of the Dead remake looks very serious. There's not been... I mean, It wasn't until later films where there was more of a humorous aspect with zombies. That shit was very serious for the longest time. So
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be fun, but if they do try and take it serious, it might be a little tough to handle. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, not tough to handle, it just wouldn't be as fun, I don't think. But we'll see. Yeah. I could be wrong.
Hey, baby, let me launch again. I'm so hard to handle. What?
All right, so Fuego, what's next?
No, I was looking at the comments. There's a little bit, and lots of Channel Sundown posting.
Yeah, what's...
Thank you, Amanda or Matt, whichever one is...
Yeah, I mean, we've got some questions and comments and stuff like that, but let's move on to the next story, Fuego.
Kind of blocking my view.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, don't worry, I've got my eyes on it.
Ooh, I'm crying. So the next one is a little bit about the Shaun of the Dead team, which is comprised of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They're working on the new TV series, so they completed their trilogy, which entailed, it was like the something end of the world. The
Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, and Shaun of the Dead, and then there was the Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz,
that the second one, which I honestly didn't like very much. But
actually, Hot Fuzz is really good on the second go round.
Really, first go round, I was just like, they're making so many Die Hard references, and it was just so self-referential and needlessly violent and not very funny. I love Shaun of the Dead though, but. Yeah. In any event, I love their show Spaced. Spaced was a show that they did for, I can't remember if it was Channel 4 or BBC, but that show was amazing, and they are apparently reteaming and trying to work on another television series, which is called Truth Seekers, and it's going to be about, like, paranormal investigator something or others, and that's really the only details that we have so far. The fact
enough for me.
Yeah, they made the announcement that this premise is in development for the both of them, and so anything these guys do, with the exception of the Alien movie that they did, where Paul, which they didn't write.
That wasn't the same creative team the whole way through.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So is Edgar Wright doing this then too? Because that's what the Shaun of the Dead team would be technically.
I don't think he did Hot Fuzz though.
Edgar Wright, yeah.
Yeah, did he?
Didn't he do all three?
I don't think so.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I thought he did, though.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he did.
I thought he did all
End of the World? You guys need to correct us properly.
Edgar Wright did all three.
Perhaps he did. I am completely wrong and stupid if that is the case. So
every Edgar Wright movie is amazing.
Guys.
Yeah, I think they were. So does that mean he would be the one doing this, too? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, it was not mentioned in the report. So I'm not sure if it would be a reteaming of that. Did he have something to do with Space then, Dave?
Yeah.
Have you seen Spaced?
Have I seen Spaced?
Yeah.
I have Spaced.
I've seen a couple episodes.
I've seen it.
Space is great, man. Especially like the weird guy upstairs.
Space is great.
Yeah, the weird guy upstairs who's like screwing the landlady. That shit is so funny.
Yeah, he did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End.
Did he do all three? Okay, well I was.
You were fucking wrong.
I was misinformed. That's not horror stuff, goddammit.
Yeah, it is. At World's End, it's a fucking alien invasion.
Not Hot Fuzz though. Hot Fuzz is not horror.
Not Hot Fuzz. No.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Hot Fuzz was horror.
2 out of 3.
You think so?
The whole town in on killing people.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz was about as horror as 99 Cell Block Brawl.
It was more thriller than anything, but yeah.
Yeah. In any event, I'm stoked about these guys doing any television development because they are fun. They always bring creativity. And I still want to see Simon Pegg in The Boys, which is being developed by Amazon right now, but everybody's saying he's too old now, which bugs me because that character, Wee Huey was based on him specifically by Garth Ennis, and goddamn, that was almost a news story this past week because I am so stoked about The Boys actually turning into something. It's they're doing casting. It's official. We're gonna see an insane, not so much evil, but reckless superhero team that has a bunch of CIA people go after them. It's gonna be the shit.
It's a power-corrupting, absolutely story.
Yes, I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
It's going to be good. What's next, Fuego?
Yes, next is going to be the fact that...
IDW.
Yes, IDW... I can't see the stories as well, and since I have like the notes mismatched here, IDW is working... There you go. IDW is working on a sequel series, but it's actually more of a prequel series to Bubba Ho-Tep. And Bubba Ho-Tep is one of my favorite Don Coscarelli films, amazingly done. It had Bruce Campbell in it as an Elvis that has gone into kind of hiding after switching places with a Elvis impersonator, which is pretty dope. And then there's this black brother who was like, I'm JFK. And you're just like, no, you're not JFK, obviously. But this is a prequel story where apparently Elvis got together with Nixon, kind of like we saw in that film with the now exiled. God, what the hell is the name of the exiled dude who was in All the Money in the World?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you should know. God damn it,
I don't know.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, the exiled Kevin Spacey and Michael Shannon, who were both respectively playing Elvis and Nixon. So it's kind of like that thing where the two of them combine their forces, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to help me out with this alien invasion that's going down," and so on and so forth. And so it's called. I know, I'm laughing. It's called Bubba Ho-Tep and the Cosmic Bloodsuckers, and yeah, it's about alien invasion kind of stuff that he asks for Elvis's assistance with. I know it sounds redonkulous as fuck, but if you think of it in the, Ash versus Evil Dead kind of, also, world that and I'm saying Ash versus Evil Dead, and this guy's looking at me. It's like a similar state of silliness with the approach. It's like very, I mean, if you've seen Bubba Ho-Tep, it's a very similar bit of silliness. That
OCD Horror says did not enjoy Bubba Ho-Tep.
Oh, I loved it.
I loved it too. Yeah, I thought it was really great.
Thank you very much.
All right, it was supposed.
Yeah.
There, Channel Sundance says when there's supposed to be a Bubba Ho-Tep and the She-Vampires. I heard that a couple years ago. It was actually Bubba Nosferatu.
Yeah,
is what it was going to be.
Yeah, and
instead of Bubba Ho-Tep,
and it was supposed to be a sequel, and it was going to have Paul Giamatti in it, and then that didn't end up transpiring, unfortunately. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Star. Sorry, it's all out of your zone, but maybe you'll have fun watching us anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, bottom line, though, this was something that people were extensively excited about because of the fact that, anybody who loves the Coscarelli Bubba Ho-Tep property or Bruce Campbell was going to be into this. And so it's being turned into an IDW comic. It was already a novel last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Dig in. It's going to be visceral and, deliciously fun.
Deliciously fun.
I know, that's stoops as fuck, right? So, news with booze, news with booze.
All right, Fuego, what's next?
Next is going to be the fact that...
Here, let me help you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hey, Fuego, what's next?
Yeah.
Number 6. Fuego, what's number 6?
I was about to say, very similar to Miss Amanda from Channel Sundown. I have bad eyes, so it's terrible. But... new Aliens video game.
Hey, you notice on the screen how we're like 2/3 of the screen and there's a bunch of empty... Hey, there you go.
Better?
That's what I like.
Better?
All right.
I just want to be close to you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, but not on camera.
No.
We talked about this.
I know we did. We're just experimenting, okay?
Whoa! Go ahead.
Anyway, so there is 2 new Aliens projects that I am extensively excited about. Everybody knows that Clerks and Aliens are my favorite 2 films of all time. The second Aliens film specifically, but I have all of the Dark Horse stuff, man, and the Dark Horse stuff is so super bomb, but they're working on a new series called Aliens Dust to Dust, which is going to kind of take the Newt approach, where it's like, what would a parent do with a young child, specifically a 12-year-old, in space when there is this nasty parasite that you could encounter on any planet that you go to. So that is going to be coming in April, which is very exciting. But this is a double news story because of the fact that I was so supremely excited that Foxnet Games, has acquired a company called Cold Iron Studios. Cold Iron Studios, for any big-time gamers, worked on a later BioShock game. They worked on Metroid Prime 3.
Prime is so fun.
Yeah, so they have a repertoire. They have a pedigree, as you would say. And they have been tapped to work on a new first-person shooter Alien game.
That's pretty cool, but is it going to be good or is it going to be like the last one?
Well, that's why they hope. I mean, with putting decent people in the process. I mean, Isolation, from what people said...
Was it grind? It was like a 35-plus hour game where you could die at any point.
And there was no weapon you could use, right?
Yeah.
And that's what pissed people off.
No, you could use a flamethrower, but not on the alien.
Okay, well, the one that pissed me off was the one that I had waited like 10 years for, which was Aliens Colonial Marines. And
I thought that was still worth a playthrough.
It was okay, but I mean, the fact that shit shifted between so many different developers and just bounced around and bounced around. I mean, I'm reaching back to the Atari Jaguar, the very first
Jaguar.
Yeah.
There is no like I in Jaguar, right?
Atari
Jaguar.
Jaguar. This man is all about correcting me constantly.
I just love people that call it a Jaguar. There's no I in Jaguar.
Atari Jaguar.
I'm sorry.
Atari Jaguar?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Is that the
guys.
proper pronunciation?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Kill me for mispronunciation.
I'm ashamed of my grammar policedness.
The Atari Jaguar.
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 But dude, that was the first time that we saw Alien vs. Predator.
Cheers from Italy,
Yes.
Leroy.
Woo! Yes, hell's yes. But I thought
Leroy.
that
Leroy.
game was exceptional. Remember how there was two different dueling Atari platforms, or was it the Panasonic?
It was
that
Atari, and then there was the 2600 that came after, though.
Well,
I don't think they were dueling, were they?
I'm honestly thinking of Panasonic because there was the Panasonic 3DO, and then there was the Panasonic Goldstein something.
I do not remember the Panasonic shit.
Yeah, you don't even remember Panasonic 3DO, Way of the Warrior.
I remember 3DO. I don't remember what it was. I remember the term 3DO. I remember hearing 3DO.
It was like the most expensive console out at the time. But anyway, I digress because
3DO? I do remember that now.
yeah. At the same time, there was the Atari Jaguar, and there was like their
Much better, thank you.
Their only killer app was the fact that they had an Alien versus Predator game where you could assume the role of the Marine, the Predator, or the Alien in the game, and they had like separate stories for each of them. So I'm honestly curious, especially with the new Predator game, new Predator film, based on what Shane Black and Fred Decker are doing coming out this August, which I'm stoked as fuck about.
I tell you what would tickle my ball sack. I
don't want to know what tickles your balls.
That would be a new AVP game, much like Alien vs. Predator 2 that came out in the late 90s. That actually David and I played at my house when we lived together back in the day.
I have both of the computer games. There was
there AVP 2 was really good, where you could play as the Alien, you could play as the Predator, or you could play as the Marine.
I have both 1 and 2 for
and
both
dude,
of those
playing
games,
as the Predator
they were never released on
was
consoles.
so much fun. I remember
they were
one
just on
moment
PC.
where you were a Predator and you could try and creep, and you saw you could use any of the Predator's weapons. They were all assigned to 1 through 9.
Yeah.
You could use his staff, you could use the disc, you could use the shoulder cannon, you could use anything, and you could also switch between every one of his visions from the movie. You could switch to all the different thermal visions, and the one that I settled on was the body heat one. And there was this moment where this guard's
red and black,
he's
right?
red and everything else is black and white, but he's red, and he steps out from behind a rock holding a gun, and he's just like, "Ugh, I'm tired of waiting." And then there's a guy behind the rock that he's talking to. He's like, "Get back down here. You're going to get your ass killed." And he's like, what are you talking about? There's nothing out here. And I literally pull out my disc, and I go, and I literally slice the dude's head off.
Yeah.
And the guy behind the rock's like, "See, I told you, oh my God." And he runs off, and I was like, dude, that is so cool that they programmed in the dialogue to handle that. Like,
that's great.
Oh, I love that game. I want to see more AVP. Like, let me be the Predator, let me be the Alien, let me be the Marine. I think that would be a solid game.
Yeah, I'm not super big on first-person shooters, man, but those and the Doom series and Wolfenstein and Quake were amazing. But I just don't like the Call of Duty and so many of these others that are so popular. Nah, just me.
By the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but we just recently crossed 17,000 subscribers on the channel.
Fuck yeah, we did.
We're cruising, man. We're cruising.
Yeah.
I like it. Next up, 20,000. I'm excited for the 20,000. I'm excited for the 25, and then we got to look ahead to 50 after that.
Yeah, I actually told Cecil a few months ago. I was like, wouldn't it be great if we got to 20 before the end of the year?
Almost.
And it didn't happen.
Almost. Came close.
Yeah, it was great.
20 by the end of this year would be good. 20 by the end of this year would be good. Probably more than that.
Yeah, honestly, especially with like Con and Phoenix Film Fest and all that stuff coming in a few months, we'll probably hit that in the next 5-6 months.
I got questions for you guys.
Yeah.
We're almost done. Let us finish the last story, and then we'll defer to Producer Dave for the questions.
Producer Dave is in the house.
Producer Dave is in the house.
Yeah.
Yep,
Analyzing,
go ahead.
judging.
On our way to 20. Thank you, Beth. Yes, that's our goal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our current goal.
So the newest one is a game series.
I'm excited about this.
Yes. It is being tested in Japan, though, so there is no guarantee of a United States release, but
The House of the Dead.
Love The House of the Dead, man. Especially the second one. That was the one that I got on Dreamcast, and I was such a Dreamcast proponent, man. I love the shit out of that system. I got, like, the light guns and all that chisel for it, but there is a
I love the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
It was
Code Veronica.
It was ahead of its time, dude.
And
it really was.
Code Veronica, Soul Calibur 2.
Sonic Adventure.
Sonic Adventure, yeah, that was the first successful, in my opinion, one of the only successful 3D versions of a Sonic game.
Because remember, they didn't even do one on Saturn. All they had was like Sonic VR or some crap like that, or Sonic R. It's stoops, but yeah. I was a big fan of the Dreamcast, man, and that was where I was first initially exposed to the House of the Dead, and they made it into a film. What's the name? Yeah, what's the name of that director?
Uwe Boll? Are you talking about the phenomenal, independently garbage filmmaker Uwe Boll?
Yeah, he also did the Blood Rain films.
Some people call him Uwe Boll.
Yeah, a bunch of other shit.
I used to call him Uwe Boll. Yeah, no, he did Blood Rain, which is horrible. But he actually did one movie that was good called Rampage. And he apparently did a sequel to it, but Rampage was literally about a guy.
The third one was pretty good.
The third one was good? He did 3?
Yeah, the second and third one were actually pretty good.
I liked the first one. I never saw 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rampage were his only successful movies.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? The actor came back too?
I think so.
Okay, I need to go back.
We're live, guys.
But Rampage was a movie about a guy that just got fed up with society, so he fucking he bought a bunch of body armor online, and then he literally just got a bunch of guns and just walked outside and started shooting people and killing people.
So we're obviously not talking about the one with Negan and The Rock and all that shit.
No, this is not about the...
No, he sets up his buddy to take the fall, and he gets away with it. He robs the bank.
That's right, he does get away with it at the end. That's right.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, Rampage was good.
Damn.
That's the only good one.
Wow.
To 20,000, Cecil gets a perm. I don't need to get a perm. My hair will naturally curl like I've got a perm.
Okay, when I was on the other day, they were like, when you guys hit this amount of subscribers, Fuego goes punk rock and cuts all his hair off, or Fuego gets bangs.
I want to see you do like
shit.
an actual like normal hairstyle and see what it looks like, but I know you would never do it.
Not at this point. No.
No.
Unless I went punk rock and like, fucking mohawk or something. That's the last time I had.
Mohawk.
That was the last time I had...
Grow up, hippie. Sorry.
Hippie? I was a punk rocker, dude. Man. No, but there is a new House of the Dead game that is going to be tested in Japan very soon, and I'm extremely stoked about the idea because of the fact that we don't have arcades here in the United States anymore, unfortunately. I don't know.
I know, that's a bummer.
Any of you international subscribers, you probably still see them. They're very popular in Japan still.
They're here, but they're like marquee things. Like they're not the at most. If you want to see them in any kind of regular capacity, some
Castles and
theaters, some theaters will have a few arcade games. But yeah, water parks, and like
Sunsplash.
and Sunsplash. Yeah. And Golfland, yeah. I mean that they have. By the way, we need to do that.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, they have the big arcades.
Golfland,
I do too. Like I really want to go. I haven't been on water slides in a long time, so we need to do that.
Dude, they filmed that shit in Bill and Ted, right?
Yeah, no, they filmed that at Golfland. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, the part that was I forgot where it was. It was
what's his name? The French,
it was Napoleon. It was Napoleon.
Yeah,
what was it?
The ice rink.
No, it wasn't the ice rink. No, it was the water park.
Yeah.
No, the water park was in California.
No, the water park was filmed here.
Water park
no, it was here. I know it was here. No, it might have been Waterworld. But it was either Golfland or Waterworld. No, I think you're right. I think it was Sunsplash because I recognized the white slide. Yeah.
Because like remember how they closed down all of the slides except for the ones on the Golfland side. Like those run year round, but all the others on the main water park closed.
Oh, really? They keep the slides on the Golfland slide open year round?
They do.
I had no idea about that. Wow.
Food for thought, guys.
All right.
Join us. But yeah.
Tight micro curls to bring out Cecil's swag. You want me to go Timberlake with my hair? Like that's like Timberlake shit where it looks like just a bunch of pubes on my head.
20,000 subscribers, you guys can tase me.
Who? David?
There you go.
Yeah.
At 20,000 subscribers, we can tase Dave, guys.
Nice,
Holy shit.
nice.
Wow. Did you realize what you just fucking got yourself into?
It's a bold statement, sir.
Wow.
I can take it.
We're going to tase Dave at 20,000. Guys, let's get to 20,000 fast.
So we can tase Dave.
I'm going to fucking make a graphic about that. Tase Dave at 20,000. And then you have to like do a review or something while you're being tased.
Assist us in the process.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, but I said tased once. I don't want to get tased over and over.
So I actually have to give a big shout out to our buddy Chase Smith, who has a new horror channel he's trying to push. OCD horror.
I like the title, OCD horror.
Yeah, it's badass, man. So definitely check that out.
Hey, Chase, how's that review coming?
Hey, shut up.
What? He's owed me a review for like 9 months at this point.
He's been saving it for his own shit.
I don't give a shit. Make it a cross-promotional tool. Don't renege on something you say. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm just giving the shout out, though, after the fact that I discovered he had...
Shout out to the guy that didn't follow through on what he said he was going to do for our channel. God, I can't do it.
It's okay.
Hi, I'm Cecil Laird, and this is The Horror Show.
And we're at the
shall not be usurped.
No. And we're at the tail end of our discussion, guys, so if you have any last-minute inquiries...
So,
other than that...
Gamer wants a shout-out, because you guys are ignoring her, apparently.
What up, Melissa? How's that for a shout-out?
There you go.
Star Clark had asked if you guys noticed that the actress in Hellraiser...
Was Heather Langenkamp? Yes.
What did you think about that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The fact that she's crossing over to a non-Doug Bradley Pinhead movie is a bit of a bummer, but I love Heather anyway.
She needs work.
Even though she did not allow us to interview her.
OCD Horror mentions that it's only a psychologist role.
I don't even have any videos yet. They're coming this week. I don't care. I don't care.
And then Jaime, I don't care. Question for you.
We were talking like 9 months ago, bro.
Harry.
9 months ago.
I took care of it.
9 months ago, bro. That would have been a good trial run, but whatevs.
Quick question for you. Favorite, what Stephen King book do you read the most?
Oh
yeah, I was asked a bunch of times.
Yeah, I was about to say. I cover those stories on Hail to Stephen King, so tune into that.
Defer to the now twice weekly Hail to Stephen King on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
No.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Dave, anything else?
The last one was from Sassy Southern Gamer Melissa.
Uh-oh.
A little off topic, but reading Heart-Shaped Box, the Nirvana song based on the books. I think that's
no, considering the books came about 20 years after the song, I would say no.
Yeah, honestly, fuck Nirvana. Those guys sucked.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Oh, and at 30K subs, Cecil gets his nipples pierced. From Edward.
I'll do it right now.
ED.
I'll do it right now.
ED.
John Candy or Chris Farley?
Oh, I'll take Farley over Candy.
I'll go Candy.
No,
bro.
I'll take Farley over Candy.
Candy.
And I'm gonna settle the tie with Farley.
Yeah.
Damn.
You better take Farley, or you'll be living in a van down by the river.
Fat man in a little coat. Fat man in a little coat.
It's much slower.
That was a lot.
Guy in a little coat.
Oh, Leroy, Jaime is the man. What does that make me, motherfucker? What's up? I don't care that you're in Italy. Bring it.
Whoa, man.
Bring it.
Whoa, man.
What are you going to do?
Whoa,
what are you going to do? Huh?
Hey.
Hold me back, Fuego. Hold me back.
Whoa.
Huh? Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Fuck you. You and your delicious pasta, you motherfucker.
We have a dog barking.
All right, guys.
Well, yeah, that's the
end of I have a great tie. Thank you, Leroy. I appreciate that. All right. You're forgiven, then.
All right.
All right, guys. I'm waiting to see if it actually, when it comes on screen, it's going to be pretty funny.
I was about to say.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, bro. It looks pretty, we're watching it now because you guys are like it's delayed for us, so it happened. Dave popped up. All right, guys. Thank you. Back to Lexi. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay, baby.
It's okay. Come on.
I gotta extend the grande gracias for y'all peeps joining us for this is the one who's making all of the noise.
Lexi Pants.
You the little one
Lexi
making
Pants.
all that big noise.
Making all the big noise. Oh, Lexi Pants.
I love dogs.
Yeah, because Fuego's not allergic to them like he is table cats.
I hate cats. Ugh.
What? You don't hate the table cats.
No, they're both sweet, but I am allergic to cats, unfortunately. So
loud noises. Good one, right?
I love lamp
shouting. All right, thank you very much, you guys.
And she's still going at it.
We appreciate you joining us for this week's Horror News with Booze. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
I've been Jaime Fuego.
And remember, stay scared.
And don't forget about Producer Dave.
He is the best.